Hello, and welcome back to Murders on the Yangtze River. Now, between last episode and this, there has been a game update, and they recommend you to start a chapter again from the beginning, because instead there may be game anomalies. So of course I did not do that. I loaded the save file, and we're gonna see if there's gonna be any problems. It also just started up in Chinese, and I had to first off find my way to the menu to put it back into English. So that's how it all started. And now we can continue. In the last episode, we went around every place in this kind of flashback to a younger Shen finding his murdered, presumably, brother in London. I have already checked everything. Please take me to the police station to have a look at the case files. Aye, bruh. We're off then. At the station, he'll need to sign a few papers for me. My God. Gentlemen, I just received a telegram from Edgar Lee at Hanyang Ironworks and need your help. He's a longtime friend of mine. This morning, an extremely mysterious incident occurred at their ironworks. Hanyang. Hanyang Ironworks? I've been wanting to visit Hanyang Ironworks. Shen, let's take on this commission. It's on our way anyway. Okay. Let's leave immediately. Alright, so I'm assuming these kind of flashbacks are gonna be throughout the game. And at the end, we'll find out what actually occurred. Early 20th century Wuhan. Iron and steel, the backbone of industry. In the history of Wu and Yue, there are records of Ganjiang and Moye's secrets to steelmaking. The transformation of spirit and matter requires a human sacrifice. Okay. I haven't heard of this part of industrialization. I once believed that was only an ancient legend. Yet history chose to repeat itself once more. The Haunted Furnace, Chapter 3. Look, Shen. Hanyang Ironworks is right up ahead. Let's hurry on in. Okay. You two gentlemen must be the detectives Shipmaster Lu recommended. I am Lee I, Lee the First. I'm gonna call him Lee the First. The Deputy Administrator of the Hanyang Ironworks. I am Shen Chungping. This is my assistant, Arthur. Please tell me the course of events of this incident, Your Honor. This morning, fermenting accidentally fell into the ladle and caused an explosion. It sounds like an accident. Was something wrong? When fermenting fell into the ladle, two workers witnessed the entire process. They both claimed that fermenting appeared out of thin air at the second floor furnace area.
What?
Appeared out of thin air? That's right. No one saw him go up, but in the blink of an eye, he was just standing there. It caused mass panic because rumors of ghosts are beginning to spread among the workers. That is indeed particularly odd. The situation is getting out of control. Any more delay could cause more troubles to arise. I hope you can uncover the truth today so that we can calm the workers and resume production. Don't worry, leave it to us, Mr. Deputy Administrator. Chen is a professional. Thank you for your troubles. I still have matters to attend to, so please excuse me.
What?
Huh? I didn't get to ask him what the exact rumors were yet. We should go to the site of the incident first to take a look. molten steel is flowing out from the outlet. What a grand sight. You know about them statues in the office? Yeah, what about it? They got something to do with Foreman Ting's death. Oh, what are you doing here? Auntie, you're here as well. The officials said that something terrible happened here and asked me to come examine the body. I rushed over here the second I arrived. I haven't even had the time to eat lunch yet. But, Auntie, can you still examine the body after it fell into a furnace? What's there to examine? He's all ashes now. I don't have any godlike abilities to help me distinguish a corpse from slag. Yeah, even if Auntie was the reincarnation of Song-Chi, it's still impossible. At least you get the point. Unlike them. So it seems like you two are overseeing this matter as well. That is correct. Auntie Vu, do you have any information on this case? The deceased is called Ting Tafeng. He was 45 years old and the foreman of the factory floor. There are lots of rumors about the cause of his incident, but most of them can't be taken seriously. Auntie, have you heard the rumors too? Come on, tell me. You little rascal. Why are you always so interested in chasing shadows? Without an autopsy, it'll be even more difficult to uncover the truth. You're right, Auntie. He fell from the second floor, so you should go there. No need to waste your time here. Okay. Auntie Vu, is the corpse mixed with the slag? I'm still thinking about an autopsy. If you could separate them, I'll examine the body for you. It seems that we will not be able to obtain any clues from the corpse this time. Ladle number 2. This is ladle number 2, the ladle that the foreman fell into. Ladles are 2 meters tall and can hold up to 30 tons of molten steel at a time. Thank you for the information, Afu. Jen, we'll reach the site of the incident when we go up from here. Hopefully all the crucial evidence will still be there. I knew something was wrong with Foreman Ting. You play with fire, you get burned. Okay. Afu, what is the matter? Look, there are scorch marks all over the stairs. The explosion was caused by the incident. Even the stairs were affected. The splash range of the explosion must have been quite wide. This means that no one could approach these stairs for quite a while, even after the explosion. Afu, is this lever used to open the molten steel outlet? That's right. This is a very thoughtful design. How is that so? Look, this lever is really long. You have to stand here to open the outlet shutter. Well, I mean, you can technically do it from any part of the lever. You can stand far away for it. Is it designed in this way to prevent the workers from getting burned? That's right. The molten steel in the furnace can reach a temperature of a staggering 1600 degrees Celsius. Once the shutter is open, the temperature close by rises rapidly. It's much safer to open the furnace from such a distance. Okay. Afu, are these big crane hooks used to transport the ladle? Yep, these are the crane hooks of the bridge crane. It can lift up to 50 tons of load. Shen, be careful of the molten steel up ahead. I'm unable to get any closer due to the heat. Jen, this is the charging area behind the furnaces. The workers working here should probably know something, right? Possibly.
Huh?
Huh? How come there's a big sheet of tarpaulin here? So they kept steel scraps prepared for smelting piled underneath here. It's well protected. Can steel scrap be used as raw material? These steel scraps are already quite rusty. That's the advantage of the open hearth, I think, process. Steel scraps can be used as raw materials. Is this fuel that is piled up here? This is bulk material, mostly lime and fluorite and the sort. So you need lime to make steel. Yep, bulk materials are used to separate impurities from the molten steel. Mister, I am Shen Chengping. I was entrusted to investigate Foreman Ting's falling incident. Could I have a moment of your time? Don't call me mister, I ain't used to that. I'm just a furnace charger. My name's Li Shenhai. You can call me Old Li. Ask all you want. Gives me time to rest a bit. Mister. Old Li, what are you mainly responsible for? I am responsible for charging the furnace. I'm also in charge of opening and closing the outlet. Does charging the furnace mean to add fuel to the furnace? Not fuel, but bulk materials. If you want the steel to be of high purity, you need to add bulk material in every now and then. Are there any other workers on the second floor platform? There are a few helpers, but last night was just a trial production. I didn't ask them to come. It takes 4 hours to purify steel in a furnace, so it's enough for me to handle alone. You don't look so well, Old Lee. Haven't you rested? I just pulled an all-nighter and was going to rest today, but then the incident happened. Those punks don't have the guts to work, so they're just grabbing onto me and draining me dry. Once Shen gets to the bottom of this, you'll be able to take a break. Take a break? That's just like looking forward to seeing the moon on New Year's Eve. Don't count on it. Oh yeah, right. Every time. What kind of person was Foreman Ting? He's a stubborn, one-track-minded guy who's not so popular. He's so obsessed with steel technology that he'd even forget to pay our wages. Ever since he started worshipping the gods, he became even less human. He even provoked...
Huh?
Provoked what? Never mind. There's no point in talking about this since he's already dead. Wait, why is this not? Okay. Were you working here when the incident occurred? I've been busy working here since last night. After pulling an all-nighter, the molten steel in furnace number 1 was finally ready. Once the ladle was filled, I checked the quality of the molten steel and closed outlet number 1. After that, I came back, started the autoloader, and started preparing for the next batch. I was shoveling materials into furnace 1 and suddenly heard a boom. I saw furnace 2 emitting smoke. The molten steel splashed everywhere and the railings on fire. I thought it was a furnace explosion, but it wasn't. Someone opened the outlet in advance. How could you be sure that someone else had opened it? The lever was in the buckle, so someone must have done it. Is it possible that you opened it yourself, but then forgot about it? No way, I couldn't have opened up furnace number 2 after I just finished working on furnace number 1. After I finish work on furnace 1, it takes an hour to begin work on furnace 2. Is this why you think Foreman Ting pulled the lever himself? I don't know, but it could only have been him, right? Throughout this process, did you see Foreman Ting? Nope, I didn't see him at all. Actually, I only knew what happened after I heard old Chow and the others talking about the incident. Wasn't old Chow one of the workers who witnessed the incident? Yeah, I heard him say that Ting appeared next to the molten steel outlet out of thin air. Everyone's guessing it was the 5 ghosts' teleportation magic. All in all, it's strange business, I tell ya. Okay. Oldly, please tell us more about the foreman worshipping gods. We need to have a comprehensive understanding of him. You also think his death is related to that statue? Statue? What statue? He must have been possessed to provoke that sort of thing. They all say that it's easy to invite a god, but hard to send one away. If you neglect them, you could be possessed by an evil spirit, or worse, you may get killed.
Huh?
Oddly, you still haven't told us what Foreman Ting was worshipping, though. No, I just can't. It's unspeakable. I advise you both to stay far away from the shrine and the office. Okay. The shrine and the office.
Huh?
Why is this door locked? That door is for the transportation of minerals. An elevator is on the other side. This door is usually locked and only opens when we're transporting minerals. When was the last time minerals were transported up here? Let me think. It would have been 2 days ago. I finally get to see an autoloader with my own eyes. So this is what the structure of a crown block is like. If we go further, would we be able to go around to the left side of furnace number 1? Molten steel is coming out from there and it's scalding hot. We'd better not go over there. Okay. Alright, we can lean over it, but we can't jump. Alright, we've looked at everything here. We can go back down. Here, we can't go that way. We did investigate the site of the incident. Oh. Why is this area blocked off by ropes? Someone is protecting the scene by using the ropes as a boundary line. Such a careful and professional arrangement must have been the work of Auntie Vu. Stop licking my boots, it was already like this when I got here. Huh? Who could it have been? Who knows? Maybe it was a ghost. Slag is overflowing from the ladle. So this is how slag is discharged from the ladle. Slag is mainly composed of oxides of silicon, phosphorus, calcium, sulfur and other elements. It will float on the surface of the molten steel due to temperature differences. Let me think of a simpler way to explain this to you, Shen. Slag is like the oil and pepper floating on top of a red oil hot pot. When the ladle is almost full of molten steel, the slag will naturally flow into the slag tank. Afu, that was a very imaginative metaphor. Someone seems to be hungry. He who has iron becomes steel after rice. Missing out on a meal will never feel nice. I didn't even taste the sweet delicious sesame cake just so I could accompany you. Would you like to try out the molten steel hot pot in front of you? Shen, let's continue investigating this case. Is there anything else outside? Chen, Chen, what are you looking at? I'm looking at the scenery. I'm not sure why, but no matter how many times I look at this scenery always excites me. Perhaps because it carries dreams of many who wish to industrialize China. Yeah, from learning from foreigners to learning from experience, still a long way to go. Chen, let's hurry on back. After we're done with investigations, I want to take a good look at the machinery here. Come along then. Got an achievement for it, let's go. Chen, can you smell that? There's a yummy scent of sesame cake in the air. I heard that sesame cake in Hanyang is especially delicious, as well as many other delicacies. I'm feeling hungry all of a sudden. Ignored. Okay, wait, is there still some conversation left with her? Okay, there is not. There's nothing there. You can also go for this. Chen, old Lee said he didn't see Ting. Could it be that Foreman Ting was deliberately avoiding him? That is possible. Even so, why would Foreman Ting do that? We know very little about the deceased at the moment, so it is too soon to judge. We also cannot rule out the possibility that old Lee is withholding information from us. Chen, let's go and interview the workers in the ironworks. Okay. Old Lee said that Foreman Ting's death is related to the shrine in the office. I wonder what the shrine actually looks like. We will know once we go to the office and see for ourselves. Okay. Can we go there now? No. Okay. Are there any workers to interview? Not here. What about up? Jump. Do you have anything more to say? No. Okay. Where do we go then? I still can't go that way. Did I miss something up there? First floor lever. We looked at all that. Low railing. There we go. That's what I missed. Chen, the railings on both sides of outlet 1 are movable. It has the same design as outlet 2. Okay. Was that it now? Can we talk to him about that? No. Alright, I think... Oops, that's the wrong button. I think that's it then. I believe? No. I guess I'll just look at the scenery again. But the thing is, it's not even like I would have had to restart the chat. Like, we started chapter 3 this episode. There's nothing we can do with tab, right? It's just more information. Investigate the site of the incident. A lever. Going very slowly. Molten... Oh, why do these things keep appearing out of nowhere? I swear they weren't there before. This is where Formenting's falling incident took place. You're able to see the workers in the opposite metal casting area from here. You can also see the ladle directly below. It's ginormous, like a well. When the incident happened, the well was filled with red-hot molten steel. It sure looks like the entrance to hell. No, this is the entrance leading to the truth. Chen, let's begin investigating. Okay. We finally found everything. This. Chen, there's some grayish white powder underneath the railing. Upon closer examination, these are small particles that have a lingering pungent smell. Okay. Afu, do you know what this is?
Huh?
I can't think of anything right now, but this must be a residue of something that was burnt. Chen, this is the molten steel basin. Once the shutter is open, molten steel of 1600 degrees flows through here into the ladle. When that happens, the temperature close by will be extremely hot. This is the ladle that Formenting fell into. It is now empty. Huh? Where did the molten steel go? Perhaps the workers may know something about this. Oh. Yeah. What else can we investigate? There are scorch marks all over the railings. Formenting's fall caused an explosion. Afu, although quite a few people have mentioned the sound of an explosion on site, could it be possible that the explosion occurred first, then Ting fell into molten steel after? A human body contains a lot of water. When water meets molten steel, it will vaporize and its volume will expand 1,000 times. So if a person were to fall into molten steel, it's bound to cause an explosion. Then, if the explosion occurred first and Ting fell after, there would have been 2 explosions. However, the workers only saw 1 explosion. It must have been caused by Ting's fall. 100% correct. Is there blood here? Something red. What else have I not looked at? A section of the railing next to the molten steel outlet is missing. You're right. Judging from the structure, there should be a movable crossbar here. This design makes it more convenient to clean the molten steel outlet. But where did the crossbar go? Could it be that it fell into the ladle? This detail is quite suspicious. The disappearing railing.
Huh?
Chen, could it be that someone orchestrated this accident? You mean someone deliberately loosened the railing? When Formenting leaned upon it, the railing came off and fell into the ladle along with him? Exactly. That does seem practicable, however... How did that person convince Ting to lean against the railing after the shutter was opened? Yes, when the shadow was open, the area nearby was very hot. The railings were scalding too. No hurry to conclude. We should investigate all the places that can be looked into first. Okay. I think we actually... Well, maybe he's got some more dialogue now. Maybe. I'm now paranoid of missing something. Slowly gliding forward. Do you have any more dialogue? No. Alright then. Now we can continue this way. After something like this, our wages are being paid early. Supervisor Ho, how about... Oh, keep your mouth shut. Just take the money and go. I don't think I've seen this young man before. We're not here to get paid. We're here to investigate the case. But if you want to pay us... We're not gonna say no. Oh, Shu Heng? This is Mr. Shen and his assistant, Afu. They are here to investigate the matter of Foreman Ting's falling incident. I see. It's a pleasure to meet you. I almost forgot this important matter. Oh, Shu Heng, please make a deposit for Mr. Shen. Your Honor, I cannot accept this for nothing. Mr. Shen, I will reward you properly after you find out what exactly happened. Well, you need not refuse, Mr. Shen. The sooner everything is clear, the less damage the ironworks will have to sustain. Shen, it seems that if we don't accept the money, Mr. Deputy Administrator can't be at ease. Alright. He insisted on giving us coins engraved with Guangxu period silver coins. Okay. A lot of people to talk to. I can't go that way. If you have anything to ask me, I will gladly tell you everything I know. What are your duties, Mr. Ho? I'm the supervisor of funds. All things related to money here fall under my responsibility. Such as bookkeeping, managing bills, as well as the purchasing of goods and materials. And paying wages? You're a smart cookie, young boy, but I'm not the one who's in charge of paying the wages. Usually the workers' wages are paid by the foreman directly, but that's why I am doing it. I just heard from the workers that the wages for this month are being paid earlier than usual. Indeed, Mr. Lee has instructed me to do so, hoping that this will calm everyone down. You two probably don't know that the Siemens Martin furnace in this incident was very expensive. After the incident, people on the factory floor were terrified, causing production to stagnate. For each day the furnace is not in operation, thousands of silver coins will be lost. No wonder Mr. Deputy Administrator seemed so anxious. If you have anything to ask me, I will gladly tell you everything I know. Yep. How was your relationship with Foreman Ting, Mr. Ho? My daily work intersected with Foreman Ting, so I guess we were quite familiar. What kind of person was Foreman Ting? He treated people a bit harshly, so he was not very popular among the workers. However, I know that he was just too obsessed with studying metallurgy. Obsessed with what he loved? I totally get him. I heard that he had a habit of worshipping a statue. Do you know when it started, Mr. Ho? If you're asking about the statue, it's a long story. The quality of our steel products was not stable, so we didn't have a steady flow of funds. Mr. Sheng imported a German Siemens Martin furnace and ordered Mr. Li to improve quality. We thought the problem would be solved, but our steel rays still have quality defects. Mr. Li placed the burden onto Foreman Ting. Ting made a pledge, promising he would get the job done. So that's when Foreman Ting began worshipping the gods? That statue was originally acquired by Mr. Li. It was meant to be a symbol of luck. Who would have thought that Foreman Ting would become obsessed with worshipping the gods? He often closed himself off inside the office all day long. He became unusually thin and pale with a withered face, and he kept on mumbling strange things. What did he say? I don't quite remember. Something about Chinese teachings. Chinese traditional values for foundation, Western ideology for practical use? That's it. He said to make steel in Hanyang, do as the ancient Hanyangers do. Well, I don't get that at all. I regret that I haven't paid more attention. Otherwise, none of this would have... About the incident. Were you present when the incident occurred, Mr. Ho? I was checking inventory and only heard a bang. When I got there, the fire had been put out. I didn't know until after that it was... Mr. Ho, when and where was the last time you saw Foreman Ting? I ran into him yesterday evening, right around here. It was almost payday, so I was busy verifying the account book. I went to double-check workers' attendance with Foreman Ting. But when I met up with Foreman Ting, he still appeared absent-minded. He didn't respond when I called out to him. He walked into the office and locked himself inside. Everyone knows that he locks the door when he's worshipping the gods. When you saw him yesterday, was there anything else unusual about him? Nothing else, no. Oh, I do remember a small detail though. I don't know if it counts. When I ran into him yesterday, he was wearing a headcloth. I've never seen him wear one before. He doesn't usually wear a headcloth? He thinks it's stuffy, so he rarely wears one. This detail deserves attention. I wrote it down, Shen. Okay. If you have anything to ask me, we have nothing more to ask you, thank you. The incident is a serious matter. If there's anything you want to know, Mr. Shen, just ask. Mr. Deputy Administrator, please tell us more about Foreman Ting. Foreman Ting began working at this ironworks when it was founded. He learned chemistry and steel making and also spent time in the laboratory. For the past 6 months, he had been transferred to the factory floor to work as a foreman. Although he was sometimes tough and stubborn, he's always been keeping on studying steelmaking. Recently, we imported the most advanced Siemens Martin furnace from Germany. He had been researching on a new method of open hearth steelmaking. But he hadn't found the knack for it yet, and the quality of the last batch was less than ideal. The incident is a serious matter. If there's anything you want to know, Shen, just ask. Yeah. Mr. Lee, I heard that there was something wrong with the quality of the steel rails. It's hard to explain. I heard that the hardest part of steel making is removing the phosphorus. Fragmentation easily appears in steel with high phosphorus content. Was this the type of problem you were facing? It seems like Afu knows the ropes. Indeed. Due to some reasons, the high-quality ores from they were transported to Japan. We only got lower-grade ores. The Bessemer converter we originally had can't remove phosphorus effectively. So we spent a large sum of money to import the Siemens Martin furnace from Germany. It really takes the painstaking effort of everyone to make good steel. It's only natural that we treat industrial prosperity as our duty. The incident is a serious matter. If there's... yeah, okay. Mr. Deputy Administrator, where were you when the incident occurred? I was busy entertaining a guest, so I wasn't on the furnace factory floor. When I got there, the fire had already been put out. Fortunately, no further damage was caused. Although the fire was put out, terrifying rumors began to spread. The workers refused to work. I hope that Mr. Shen is able to uncover the truth as soon as possible. The incident is a serious matter. If there's anything you want to know... yeah, god damn it. The roar of these machines is deafening. Shen, this is the sound of the industry's heartbeat. Okay. Why did Mr. Lee make us cast these ingots? Shh! Keep your mouth shut, someone's coming. Are these ingots made from the furnace that Foreman Ting fell into? That's right. You gentlemen should stay away from this kind of unlucky thing. It'll be difficult to deal with later on if the molten steel cools down inside the ladle. Even so, we can't use these. The blood and bones of Foreman Ting are in there. Just thinking about it gives me the creeps. The human body is mainly composed of water and carbon. Its density is less than molten steel. His body wouldn't sink into the molten steel, but would float on the surface and flow into the tank. So, in essence, these are just ordinary steel ingots. Then, do you think his soul could be in these ingots? Wu, keep your mouth shut. It's time to get back to work. But Master, I'm afraid the shrine will unleash its powers again. Please wait. Wu just said again, which means the shrine in the office had unleashed its powers before? What shrine? You must be deaf and heard me wrong. Jen and I both heard you. You definitely said it just now. Misters, that shrine, it's taboo. We are entrusted by Mr. Deputy Administrator to investigate the case of the falling incident. If you don't cooperate, you might be convicted of obstruction of justice. Please don't be angry, mister. We'll talk. About a month ago, Awu and Foreman Ting had a little argument. Awu, young and candid, kicked the shrine. The statue fell. He said some words of disrespect. Then the shrine unleashed its powers? Well, yeah, there was smoke coming out of the shrine, and there was a gunpowder smell in the air. My head started throbbing and I couldn't breathe. I wanted to cough, so I almost fainted. Then what happened? Ting said that Awu had offended the god of fire, then he kicked everyone out of the room. That very night, Awu got sick and lost his voice. I had nightmares. Whenever I closed my eyes, I saw the statue staring at me. If the foreman hadn't begged the gods for forgiveness on Awu's behalf eventually, I'm afraid he wouldn't even be able to speak now. Could you... Mister, please forgive us, but we really can't say any more. Awu, we should get back to work. Okay, and who are you? The doors are locked off limits to loiterers. Okay then. Right. 4 points here. Chen, from the state of those two workers, they don't appear to be lying.
Huh?
Could it be that the shrine really unleashed its powers? Afu, do you know of any gas that smells of gunpowder and could harm the respiratory tract? Do you think there was something off about the smoke, Shen? The smell of gunpowder usually appears after firecrackers set off. The firearms made in Hanyang are quite famous, though. Afu, gunpowder doesn't cause a hoarseness of the voice, does it? Generally, it doesn't. Chen, how about I give the shrine a kick as well? That's a good idea, Afu. There is no harm in trying. I'd prefer not to. What if there actually was a god? Chen, does wearing a headcloth even count as being suspicious? Wearing a headcloth in an ironworks not only prevents burns, but also reduces water loss. People do not make a change in habits lightly, not unless there is a particular reason. Okay. What else do we have? How do we go to the office? I would have said the office is just back through that door, but... Oh, we can talk to him. Mr. Patrolman, why is this door locked? What does that have to do with you? Sir, we were entrusted by Deputy Administrator Lee to investigate the Foreman Ting case. Oh, so it's Mr. Detective. Then, of course, I'd have to help you out. However, this room is impure.
Huh?
Impure? Everyone knows deep down how Foreman Ting died. Beware of the shrine in that room. You're not scared. Let us in to have a look. Thank you for your trouble, sir. Mr. Patrolman, why haven't you opened the door yet? It really stresses me out having to help you open these doors. We need to complete investigations today, so we're short on time. Oh my, thinking about opening this door is making my head ache. Could I ask for your help? How can we help? I just heard a crisp, pleasant sound ringing out from you two. Could you lend me a hand to refresh my memory? Something with a crisp and pleasant sound. Could it be asking for money? Afu, hand it over to him. This sound is so enlightening to me. Chen, although this is just an ordinary statue, after hearing all those rumors, looking at it gives me the chills. It's almost as if Grandpa Ganjiang and Grandma Muyi are watching me. Okay. Who allowed you to just come in here? Who just said that? Who do you think? Is that Grandma Muyi? Young lady, please stop playing tricks. Who's playing tricks? If you weren't trying to tease people, why are the lights off? I just finished investigating and was about to leave. You were the ones who came in unexpectedly. What's wrong? Were you scared, kiddo? No, I wasn't. Oh, really? And who did you just call Grandma? Chen, let's begin investigating. Investigate? Investigate what? The falling incident this morning? Yep. Deputy Administrator Li invited us here specially. What? He promised he'd give me exclusive coverage. Which newspaper do you work for? Miss, this is a misunderstanding. I am Shen Chungping, a detective. This is my assistant, Afu. Oh, so you're detectives. I am Wen Koshin, a journalist for the Shanghai News. However, I don't think there's any chance for Mr. Detective to show off in this case anymore.
Huh?
What do you mean? I'm just about to uncover the truth. Even the headline for tomorrow's paper is drawn up. Exclusive coverage, the whole story of the falling incident at the Hanyang Ironworks. In that case, would you be willing to share the clues that you possess, Miss Wen? It's fine if you want information, but you'll have to offer something useful to me in return. I'm an expert in science, and Shen is skilled in deduction. Is this enough? Physics is useful. It'll supply some theoretical knowledge for my articles. You can start asking me questions now. Miss Wen, why are you here at the ironworks? The ironworks has just won orders from the Shanghai Railway and the Canton Hankow Railway. However, its products were said to have quality problems. It's at the center of the storm. My journalist intuition tells me that there is an opening for a story there. For Mark Lorigon, Hanyang Ironworks endures hardship. A news report like this. The title alone already sounds interesting. Yet, I was halfway done with my draft when this happened. So now you're planning to write about Foreman Ting's falling incident? I'm sorry for what happened, but this is definitely a better story. You can start... Oh, okay, right, yeah. What were you doing at the time of the incident, Miss Wen? I was originally planning to take some photos of the factory floor this morning. When I got to the factory floor, I ran into Mr. Li. He wanted to show me the new metal mixer. It wasn't long after we left the factory floor that we heard an explosion and we hurried back. Miss Wen, did you arrange a rope barrier at the site of the incident? That's right. If the site is damaged in any way, the news report might be inaccurate. This measure was immensely helpful to the investigation. Well, of course, I'm a senior reporter. Miss Wen, what's the truth that you discovered? You want me to just give you the answers? You'll know soon enough. It's getting late. I still need to go to the metal casting platform to get my camera. Excuse me. Don't forget our promise. Okay. Shen, let's start investigating the site as well. We can't lose to Miss Wen. It's not a competition. It is only about the truth, not about winning or losing. I still don't like seeing her so pleased with herself. Alright, well, I think that will do it for today's episode. And we can continue our investigation next time. So, I hope you had fun watching. And I will see you all again next time. Till then, bye bye.